This is me talking to you from bed. I'm supposed to be in bed, but instead I want to make this video because I feel like a lot of people face the exact same problem that I'm currently going through, which is doing work and getting work done when you don't feel like doing work. I feel like I've been fed this idea that everybody should get their work done even though they feel like shit. But I realize that the more I take action from the point of view of I'm not bothered, or I'm not able to think, or I'm overwhelmed, is when I always faced undesirable results. Like everything just ends up going to shit when I try to take action from the point of view of I just gotta do it anyway. And I learned that if anything, people should prioritize their mental energy before anything else. So if you feel like you're not bothered to do something, don't do it. Why force yourself to do it? Just ease out and lay back, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, maybe some biscuits with it, and just chill and be like, you know what? I will figure it out either way. Maybe not now, but I will figure it out. And that's currently what I'm having at the moment, which is I'm making this in bed, trying to get some work done for some of my clients, but I'm not bothered to do it. And I keep telling myself I have to do it. But I've noticed that every time I try to deliver on something, whether that be a certain project or make a certain video or give something to my clients, I never end up giving the best. I always give the worst or the mid or honestly nothing. So I think everybody should just chill out on everything that they do, take it easy, and say, you know what? If I don't feel good, I'm gonna wait till I feel good and then do something. If I feel sad, then I'm gonna make sure I'm happy first. I'm gonna do something that makes me feel happy. Then I'm gonna do what I wanna do. If I feel upset, I'm gonna make sure that I'm uplifted before I do something. If I feel desperate or have fear and I wanna work on a certain project, I'm gonna wait until I feel good and I'm gonna work on feeling good before I take action. Your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings matter. And whoever says otherwise is bullshitting you. If you're trying to work on yourself and if you're trying to build something for yourself, always make sure to take action when you feel good, not when you feel upset. Because if you feel upset and you feel with low energy, then you will never give it your best. And if you never give it your best, then you will never get the best. If you want to do something great, then you first have to just kind of be in a state of certainty, in a state of gratitude, in a state of happiness before you do so. And I've figured out that the best way you can do that is by kind of just sitting down on a chair or in your bed, like I'm doing right now, closing your eyes, taking 5 deep inhales, and then exhale. Relax your body, relax all tension, tune into the heart, and begin to invoke emotions of happiness. Some people could invoke these kind of emotions with simple thoughts. Some people can just feel the emotion. Some people can imagine a scene that could bring them that emotion. Whatever it is for you, invoke the emotion of safeness, calmness, and then invoke the emotion of gratitude and let that emotion expand throughout your entire body. This will help you stay uplifted and raise your vibration. And that's all that matters at the end, which is being in a state of gratitude, in a state of high frequency. Because then, when you take action, when you try to build something, when you try to work on yourself or work on the business that you've been trying to work on, you're able to give it the best. You're able to give it so much light that what you get in return is exactly what you're looking for and sometimes even greater. Now, most people may not take me seriously for being in bed like this and making a video like this, but again, I am who I am. And I do things as I please. If you like me, then good. If you don't like me, then it's your loss. I'm not here to please anybody. I'm not here to meet anybody's expectations. I'm just here to speak my thoughts, speak my experience, and hope that other people will also learn from my mistakes, will learn from what I do and what I achieve, so they also get to experience what they want to experience. Every now and then, you will see a new figure pop up on YouTube and they give advice around a bunch of things that don't even matter. You know, they give advice around making sure that you're hustling all the time, making sure you're grinding all the time, making sure that the doesn't matter how you feel, you still have to put in the work. I am not one of those people. I'm one of those people who's like, listen, we are in it for the ride. We are in it because we do it because why not? We are in it because, what else can we lose? When I started my journey, I remember 2 years ago, I had nothing to lose. I was like, listen, I've got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Let me try and build something on my own. But every time I tried to hustle, grind, and always not prioritize my mental health as people preach online, I always ended up facing the worst outcomes of all time. I always attracted the undesirable results. Every time I try to work on a business or try to work on my job or whatever it is that I was doing during that period of time in my professional life, I always faced the worst outcomes when I didn't prioritize me. So look at me right now. I'm in bed, chill, no worrying, not caring. This video will probably not show up on people's feeds. But if it does, and if you do see it, know that your mental health matters, your state of being matters, and you should always prioritize feeling good, being good, so then you can do good and attract good. You shouldn't be positive 24/7, but you should always prioritize being still, being present, and cultivating peace and calmness, so that the work that you put out isn't forced, but it's coming from a state of stillness and certainty. Because success only comes to those who are certain of it, who don't care about it as much, but build the proper vessel and give light to that vessel, so then that vessel could finally materialize what they're looking for. The light is your state of being and your state of emotions and your self-concept. And the vessel is the work that you put in, the steps that you take on a day-to-day basis that can bring what you want into existence. So when you try to build something, prioritize making sure you create the proper vessel and shed in it the proper light so it could finally bring you what you're looking for. If you're taking action from a state of fear, desperation, or worry, you'll always get the opposite outcome. If you're taking action from the state of calmness, stillness, and certainty, you'll always get what you want. And that's what matters, which is making sure that you feel good to attract good.